Hey everybody, it's Cayley. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new. If you are new, my name is Cayley and I am an online reseller, which means I go to thrift stores and I pick up items at a cheap cost and I put them on sites like eBay and Poshmark to make income. Today I'm going to be sharing with you some of the things that I bought this past week to flip online, tell you why I bought them, and a little bit about each of their characteristics. Before we get into the thrift haul, can we just talk about this sweater? I picked this up during this thrifting trip, and it is an oversized crop sweater, which you guys, if you're on my Instagram, you'll know I've been obsessed with oversized crop sweaters, mainly because I think they're really flattering. I usually wear high-waisted jeans, so I think it breaks right where I want to on the body. So this is just completely my style. It's like grungy goodness. It's very thick, very well made. It's got a hood. And yeah, I just really love this. So you guys are not going to believe what brand this is. Drop a comment down below. Let me know your best guess. What do you think this hoodie is? I was really surprised when I saw the brand because I think it is completely different than the rest of their aesthetic, and definitely not a brand that I wear very often. So drop a comment down below, let me know what your guess is, and at the end of the video, I will tell you what the brand is. I just had to throw it out there because I'm like really obsessed with this sweater. Okay, so the first item is by Free People. Most of us probably know this brand by now, super popular. This is a size small. A lot of Free People pieces are very oversized. So even though this is a size small, I would say it could probably fit up to a large. And this is a very thick sweater. It's got kind of a sweatshirt material on everything, but right here, and this is like a woolly material. I will probably put Nordic Fair Isle, maybe even Bohemian, just because the style kind of lends itself to that. It's got kind of a raw hem down here, high-low with side slits. As with all of the Free People pieces, I will look up the style number on the inside to get the exact name. You really want to make sure to do that with Free People pieces, because if you don't, you could be risking selling that for really cheap when it might be a rare item, and some of the Free People rare items can go over $100. So make sure to look up the style number. Okay, next is something I picked up simply for style. This is by Pamela McCoy. I think this is vintage, and this is a 100% leather jacket, and this is very glam rock. I will definitely be putting glam rock in my title. So it is like a duster length leather jacket. It's got pockets on both sides. Feels like it's like never been worn. Inside is very clean. The leather does have some like perforation, and then all over it's got these studded details, which is why I think it is super glam rock. This is a size small, and I don't know, I just really fell in love with this. I'll be putting a few keywords in my title, but definitely glam rock is the vibe I am getting from this. I took a chance on it, but with it being completely leather and the studded details, I think it should do well. Next is kind of a bread and butter piece, something I pick up often. This is by LL Bean, and this is a men's size small flannel shirt. These I feel like are perfect fall colors, very dark, like foresty green with some reds and yellows. Just your basic men's flannel shirt. These do pretty well for me. They don't bring a ton of money, but they do flip fast. All right, next is another men's piece. This is by Banana Republic, and this is called the Luxury Blend. And this is a men's size extra large, and it is made out of cotton, Angora, rabbit hair, and cashmere. So all good things. Banana Republic is a well-known brand. Paired with the materials, I think will sell very quickly. I also just like the colors of this. It's a very like royal blue with some gray stripes. So still a modern styling. So for all of those reasons together, I decided to get this. It is also worth noting that the seams of this are like raw. They're like inside out raw seams. I'll probably put raw in my title, but this is a very modern trend going on right now. This is a not so modern American Eagle sweater, and this is a women's size large. This is a vintagey. I don't know how vintage it is. I probably won't put vintage in my title. But this gives me like 90s Clueless vibes. And this is just a cardigan sweater. So the reason I picked it up was because it's a well-known brand and the material is really good and it looks like a style that I think could be worn today. This is a wool cashmere and Angora blend. Has a little bit of uniqueness with these kind of jeweled buttons. And so I think if I brand this as kind of like a Y2K or 90s style, I think it'll do well. I will also cross-post this using List Perfectly over onto Depop because I think there will be a good audience for this there. All right, this piece is by Ralph Lauren. You guys know I love picking up Ralph Lauren. So this is one size and it is a poncho, like a Western poncho. So your head comes through here and this just kind of drapes over you. This is super like asymmetrical. It comes at a point. I really like this detail where it looks like a wrap. It's not a wrap, but it just kind of looks that way. I did do comps on Ralph Lauren ponchos, and when they're in this Western print, this is not like a super in-your-face Western print, but when they are a Western print, they do pretty well and can go for good money. Another one of my favorite brands to pick up right now, this is Torrid. This is their line Super Soft Knits, and this is just a 3/4 length women's baby doll top. It's got those like strappy details right there and a peplum hem. Probably call this a baby doll top, and it's got some pink florals, very modern, super cozy. I think this should probably fly off the shelf. Torrid, all Torrid tops for me right now are flying. This is another Free People. And this is a women's size small. This could probably fit up to a medium. This is a very grungy tunic length top. Kind of got some acid wash. I really like the color of this. It's like a stone blue. And again, has that grungy acid wash. It's got some cutout details here. Very, very cool. I really like this top. I might wear it a couple times, and some detail at the sleeve. And I will look up that style name just to be certain that isn't a rare find. This next one is an older label Chicos. I think this is vintage. It's just cotton. It feels kind of linen-y. It's like a super thick cotton. This is a size 2, which in Chicos I believe is either a medium or a large. They have vanity sizing, so you have to go to their size chart to convert to US sizing. And again, I think this is a medium large. This is a rainbow striped full zip hoodie. Perfect for this bohemian style and bohemian trend that's going on. I could also put Western. Yeah, this rainbow vintage can be hard to find. So you guys know me, I pick up things that are wacky, weird, or unique. So paired with that well-known brand, I think will do pretty well. I am not familiar with the brand. I strictly picked up on style and size. So this is Clover plus Scout, and this is a size 2X. I like putting good plus size pieces in my closet. I don't come across plus size pieces that are really good as much as I come across regular sizing. So when I do come across something that I think is trendy or I think is well made or it's a good brand in plus sizes, I almost always pick it up because I want to have that variety in my closet. A brand that resells for a ton, but this is very bohemian, very gauzy. It is completely ribbed, but it's very thin and lightweight, a pretty like rosy pink color. It's got the break at the waist. So this will also be called kind of like a peasant. It's got the peasant sleeve, so I'll call it a peasant top. But I just thought this was very on trend. It's kind of basic, but it's got enough going for it. Plus, with the plus size, I think will sell quickly. That's just personal preference, but if I were you, if you want to get more sales, I would be size inclusive. This next one is J. Crew. This is a men's slim fit Oxford, so all that information's there for me. This is a men's size large, again slim fit, and this is just a plaid button-down flannel. Great colors for this time of the year. And J. Crew in general for men's button-downs do pretty well for me. Next is a line off of J. Jill, which is called Pure Jill. You can see this is linen. It is a women's size medium. It is quite oversized. It's going for that loose fit, very flowy, sustainable fashion login look. So I will put those different words in my title. And again, this is just a linen minimalist top. It also has pockets, which I will make sure to put in the pictures because I think this will help to sell it. This next one is not going to get me a ton of money. I think about $25, but it should flip quickly because the sell-through rate is really good. This is by Polo Ralph Lauren, and it is the Estate Rib. So you can see the style name here. It is a size extra, extra large, so really good size. And this is in really great condition. I sell a lot of Polo Ralph Lauren men's quarter zip pullovers during this time of the year, but I have noticed that the resale value has gone pretty down for most of them. So you really need to have something going for it. You need to have a specific style. You need to have some ribbing detail. It needs to be made out of cashmere or wool, or it needs to have cable knit. So if you just pick up the plain cotton pullovers and it has nothing else going for it, those no longer sell for, at least for me, enough profit. So look for something else in the garment. They always have the logo right here, and this is like an oatmeal tan heathered color. Plain on the back. So like I said, I'll probably only get $25, but it should flip very quickly, and I'll make sure to put Estate Rib in my title. Another men's piece. This one is by Brooks Brothers. This is a great brand to pick up during this time of the year if you can find sweaters in good materials. You can see this one is 100% merino wool, and it's a really good size. It's a men's size extra large. This is just a V-neck kind of color blocky sweater. I do think because of the merino wool and the fact that this is a houndstooth pattern, I'll show you the pattern. This pattern can raise the value in items, so I think I might price mine a little bit higher because of this houndstooth pattern. Next is another J. Jill piece. This is off of the line Love Linen, which is different than the Pure Jill. Don't ask me why they have so many, but I like to pick up both lines. So this again is just a very login look, minimalist style that is going on right now. I will probably unbutton this a couple just to make it look more modern when I take photos, but this is a tunic length linen striped top. Another Free People item. Free People, this is a women's size small. Again, I have not looked up the style name for this. Something, I'm probably going to be wrong this time, but something tells me that this is a more rare find, so I will look this up and see what comps are. But this is a maxi length dress, and it's got all this bohemian pattern here. It has the cutout detail in the stomach, long sleeve, and then in the back it's got this lace up tie detail here, and then it's completely open right here. I thought this was super on trend. Again, I am going to get this listed probably pretty quickly because I'm excited to see what style name this is and how much it's going for, but this was a really lovely dress. Here's another Torrid piece. This is a size 0, which I think is like extra large maybe. This is a dress. I've got it off center, sorry about that. This is a V-neck dress. It's got bell sleeves, black with floral detail. This is kind of a knee length and a really lightweight, comfy material. It does have a slight amount of pilling, but not enough that it mattered to me. It does have a break in the waist. I'm probably going to market this as a peasant dress just from that break in the waist to market the style a little better. Another Torrid dress, but this one is a size 1, which I think translates to a size 1X. Don't quote me on that. You'll have to look up the size chart. Pick this one up because, again, Torrid's doing very well. Dress is a substantial piece, and I like the floral print on this. I think it is very trendy. Dresses aren't really something that I like picking up during this time of the year, but I can't pass it up when I come across a good piece. This one has a break at the bottom hem. Again, giving it kind of a peasant vibe. Okay, this one is a weird one, but bear with me. So the brand is La Mittini. I believe that this is vintage. It is a size small. And as you can see, it is Angora. So this is an Angora cardigan with what I believe is real Angora fur as well. And I just thought this was so wacky that I couldn't pass it up. Someone is going to love this. I know they are. But see the multicolored dyed shoulder details? And it comes along the back. It's just so wacky. I had to pick it up. But something tells me this is going to go for a lot of money. So it is vintage and it has good materials and it's wacky and unique. So that's why I picked it up. I will probably cross-list this not only onto Depop, but I will also put it over onto Etsy because I feel like the crowd on Etsy might really like this. And last item for this haul is a brand I just learned about. It is called Mate. This is a women's size small. Now, just by looking at the tag, something told me this was expensive. Mainly because, I don't know. Can you guys relate? Just the tag looks expensive. I'm trying to think of some other brands that have a tag that's very simple like this. Nothing's coming to mind right now, but a lot of expensive brands that I know have tags like this where it's very simple with simple font. And so it just screamed expensive to me. So this is a sweatshirt, and because I saw the label and it looked expensive, I then looked at the material, and this is organic cotton. And this, once I saw that, I picked it up. I didn't do any more research until I got home. This is just a sweatshirt. It's got some like textured detail here. Feels very nice and well made. Got some side slits. So once I got home, I looked this up, and it's called Mate the Label, and they basically make sustainable fashion, which historically for me, picking up anything regarding sustainable fashion, organic materials, always does really well, and I take chances on them even if I cannot find comps on eBay. But after I got home, I did look up comps on Mate the Label, and they have a good sell-through rate. There's not a lot listed and not a lot sold, but about as much that was listed has sold, so that tells me a good sell-through rate. And they sell for quite a bit. If you go to their website, this stuff retails for over $100. So I was happy with this find. I think somebody's going to love this. I will put organic cotton in the title. I'll put sustainable fashion and keywords like that to get the right buyer. Alright guys, so that is the end of today's thrift haul. I hope that you guys enjoyed watching. I said I would tell you what this hoodie brand was. Are you ready? This is Pink by Victoria's Secret. Were you expecting that? I'm gonna check the comments to see if anybody guessed that, but this is not their typical style. Grungy is definitely not their forte, but this is like super ribbed, acid wash looking, distressed looking. Feels like high quality. I don't know. I'm happy with it, but I thought that's funny and I thought I would share it with you guys. As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.